T for time. I feel like that's what everyone's doing right now. Obviously, the AFC and NFC championship games have just concluded. And we all know who has won those now. I was right on half my prediction. But unfortunately, I was wrong about the Bills and Kansas City Chiefs. So there's that. Gosh, I really am sad for Josh Allen. I really am sad for him. And Sam. Can't forget about Sam. He's the one I really know personally.
Yeah.
Josh, we are acquaintances. Matthew obviously knows him, but I've spent a lot of time with Sam over the years, so I'm sad for Sam too. God, that sucked.
That really sucked. Just seeing him on the bench at the end there, I think we all wanted to give him a big hug.
No, I know. And you know what? I think it's worse to get to that point and not win it
Yeah.
than get in the playoffs at all. Like, I'd rather just go to Cabo.
Which you are.
Speaking of, if you're watching this or if this is any kind of reel, you will notice I am very tan. Well, I did just get spray tanned.
And she's getting darker by the second.
Yes, I am. I'm going to shower after this. But if my teeth look really white and so do my eyeballs, it's solely because I'm Ross from Friends when he sprays the front like 9,000 times. Anyways, how sad he was after he'd realized that he was 20 shades darker on his front than his back is how sad Josh was on the bench. I mean, God, it broke my heart.
Yeah, that was really rough. And the player who missed that catch, yeah, I forget his name, but he also
I don't
looked
even want
like,
to call it out.
Yeah, I
because
don't even, he knows.
He's hurting bad enough already.
Yeah.
I mean, that and what a play by Josh to extend. And if you watch the game, you know what we're talking about. It was on 4th down. But you know what? Again, it's the same thing as that defensive guy Carter coming through. If we had one more second, what if? Well, there's no what ifs in football.
Yep.
Wait, there is one what if.
What if? What if what?
What if they keep having penalties of offsides and you're at the goal line?
Oh, this. Okay. Buckle up, you guys.
I'm hot. I'm hot about this.
Are you palpably hot?
It probably looks that way. I'm a different shade for sure. You know what I mean? But no, I cannot believe I never ever, and I feel like no one watching this game who wasn't at a bar like here and could actually hear the commentators and the referee speaking, I have never heard that they would just award the points to the team without actually scoring the touchdown.
Okay, so backtrack a second. This is during Washington and Philadelphia.
Yes, the famous push tush play, okay, where they're either at 4th down and short or they're on goal line and they just basically shove the quarterback in with no regards to his health.
Whoa.
I mean,
Football foreplay.
shove that QB in. So anyways, they are doing this and Washington is trying to, it's a very physical play. So they're trying to get there quick, right? To stop the momentum. Well, Jalen Hurts is on a hard count. So which is when he's like, all right, when they break the huddle, he's like, it's on 3. So instead of downset hut, that's on 1 on the first hut and you start the play, he would go downset hut, and then it's, sorry, that was loud. And that's the play. That's the third hut is on 3, right? So it's a hard count. They did that 3 times in a row. And Washington was drawn off sides, which is the point of a hard count. That's why you do it. And all of a sudden the refs are stepping in going, if they do this again, if you guys don't shape up out there, we are just going to give the points to the Eagles. And you're like, wait, what? What are you just going to give you can't just give points. Well, after checking in with dearest hubby and also the NFL rule book, they can, which is annoying. And so when we looked this up, Kira and I were in here and, there's some words that really stuck out to us. The head ref was Ooh, I don't want to butcher this name. Hachuli? Okay, we're gonna say H. All right. H was the head ref, and this is what he said on the field. So if you didn't get a chance to hear it, this was after the third encroachment, offsides, whatever you want to call it. Washington has been advised that at some point the referees can award a score if this type of behavior happens again. For now, it's a replay of second down. You guys better be better out there. That's what it feels like. I'm disciplining my children.
I know. It's giving, you guys can't get along. And if you continue this behavior, one of you gets the ice cream and one of you sits in the corner.
Yeah. It is. I was baffled. I was in the middle of a workout and I stopped. I was like, what was just said? So he went on to further explain what he meant after the game. Now, I will say one thing. The Eagles got the ball in on the next push tush, and what was different?
What was different?
He didn't use a hard count. So if you don't want the guys jumping off sides in your guy's face, just go on one. That's interesting. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. It's smart. Draw them off sides every time, and then you just get awarded the points. So do you, but still, it was so annoying.
I know.
Okay, so anyways, and this is what H continued on after the game because people were very confused.
Of course.
He said, of course, right? Simply put, a team can't commit multiple fouls in an effort to prevent the score. So number 4 jumped the ball a couple of times, and that was when the warning came in. Again, if it's meant to prevent a score, we can easily award the score. Isn't football always trying to prevent a score?
Isn't that the point?
Isn't that the point of the game?
Isn't that football?
I get what they're saying. Like, they can't inch the ball any closer to the end zone, so they're like, y'all knock it off. But it just seems ridiculous.
I know. And the language here. Now, tell us, what is this called?
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, I this is English for you, and you guys know I struggle, so I'm gonna try and say this the right way. But in the rule book, it states the referee awards a touchdown to a team that has been denied one by a palpably unfair act. Now, let me tell you, I had to look up what palpably stands for or it means because I didn't know. And it means seems like.
Clearly.
No.
Evident. Well,
not clearly. Seems like. Looks like. Is it clearly? It might be clearly.
It is clearly.
Clearly.
Noticeably.
Noticeably. Okay. So tell me, what is objective about that? If I'm the ref, what makes that, what makes it objectively palpable?
Ding, 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 ding. It's not objective.
It's fucking subjective, people. Here we are again. Football is subjective. And there you go. Anyways, that wasn't a game, so it didn't really matter, but...
Ooh, timeout.
Oh.
But you're not wrong.
Oh, okay, sorry, my fault. The ending score was really bad, wasn't it?
It was really bad. It was really bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's like it stings a little. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Jade and Daniel. Oh.
Yeah, it seems like you needed like someone in there that was like really just amazing and clutch in big moments.
Wow, I wonder who that could be.
You know what? I don't know.
Someone who under pressure delivers, especially towards the end of the game, especially in an away stadium.
I know, it's very interesting, but you know what? We might never see him again.
We might never see a quarterback like that again.
Who knows? Who knows? I'm just kidding. You guys know we love you. Okay. Anyways, we're moving on. That was not like he's going to retire, so relax. That was just us having fun with you guys. I don't know what he's going to do still. So there's that. Y'all, Matthew and I are going on vacation. My kids literally stopped me before leaving. They said, Mom, make sure that you leave the vitamins out for us. It is so comical to me how much they love these vitamins because they don't really love anything that's good for them, but they love these vitamins and I know it's good for them because it is formulated by the help of nutritional experts. It's got everything that you want in your kids' vitamins. And a lot of these kids' vitamins these days are filled with all the crap, but this one is filled with vitamin D, B12, C, zinc, folate, as 15 essential vitamins and minerals, organic fruits and veggies. I mean, the list goes on and on. So we've worked out a special deal with Hiya for their best-selling children's vitamin. you can receive 50% off your first order. To claim this deal, you must go to hiyahealth.com/morning. This deal is not available on their regular website. Go to hiyahealth.com/morning and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults. The Kansas City and the Bills.
Yeah.
I mean, my heart is just fucking broken. I will say one thing. There were reasons as to why I was rooting for certain teams this weekend. And I'm going to let people in on my secret there. And it'll be the same reasons as why I'm rooting for whoever I'm rooting next for the Super Bowl. Not next week because we have Pro Bowl, which we'll get into. So it was tough for me to root for the Eagles after my experience with the one fan. But the only thing that can push past that is real friendship.
Yeah.
Real true friendship.
Aw.
Yes. And on that team, Darius Slay is on that team. And we were with him for a very long time in Detroit. Gosh, I feel like loyalty-wise, he gets loyalty. And people like that I hold on tight to. And so same for us with him, like we want him to go get it. We wanted him to win against Washington. I really didn't have any connections to Washington, I will say that. I just wanted them to win because they had a young quarterback, and that's fine.
It would have been a fun storyline. It would have been so exciting to see the first rookie quarterback go to the Super Bowl.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's okay, though.
Didn't get there, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So then with Kansas or the Bills, you guys know Sam. I was rooting obviously for them, for him and Josh. There's just like that respect value between Matthew and Josh. They're similar players in a way. Matthew's just way older, but I don't know. I've always enjoyed the way he carries himself, and he's a professional and all the things you'd want your franchise face of the organization to be.
Exactly. Plus, Bills have never won a Super Bowl.
I know.
And Chiefs have a couple under their belt.
Yeah, it's annoying. Plus the flow with Josh right now. Let's go. That was another
Let's
reason
go,
I was
Flo.
rooting.
Let's go.
Kansas City, like the rest of the country, I feel like I was ready for someone new. It has no slight against any of the players. We're just fucking tired of seeing them win.
Yeah.
But I love Andy Reid. He's just one of the good ones. I've just always respected him as a coach, and obviously my brother played for him, and he always gave Chad a lot of chances, and even in the coaching world. So that was why that's the only reason, to be honest, I'm okay with Kansas City going on. But to be honest, when those two teams won, I was like, oh God, there's not going to be a shot in hell that Kansas City doesn't win it all now. I really thought the winner of the Kansas City Bills the entire time
would be the
winner of the Super Bowl.
Right.
But after conferring with my husband, he seems to think they will.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
did he give you a reason why? Just because it's just such a good team?
He
There's so many
said
players.
the depth on that team, just like the amount of stars they have.
Ooh, which we'll talk about MVP race.
Yes, we will get there. He was like, I mean, they always have a chance. So yeah, there's that.
And I think we're Eagles fans next weekend.
I think we are.
I think we are. Go Birds.
Go Birds, yes. And it literally has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that, we got to give someone else a chance.
I think I've said this before, but football to me is about underdogs.
I agree.
It's
I like
about
that.
the American story, which is an underdog story. You know what I mean?
Have you heard of Rudy?
Yeah.
Come on. That's what football is.
Yeah. And it's the Chiefs do not have underdog privilege whatsoever
they don't.
in
I
any
know.
way. It's like Gryffindor in Harry Potter for those of you
Totally.
They're
Not
the
gonna
same
lie.
color. You don't know what I'm talking about
Sure
at all.
don't. Not a big Harry Potter fan over here, but I love that you just went there.
Your girls are watching Transformers today, and I went to ask them. I'm like, have you ever? I was about to ask them if they've ever seen Harry Potter, and I was like, there's no way.
They have.
They have?
Yeah.
Do they like Harry Potter?
They do.
And you still
No, I can't. I get through the first one and then I'm like, okay. But they've watched 1 through 4. I think 5, like maybe 5 got a little scary. They are a little scary. I was honestly impressed. Well, you just said that they watched Transformers. No one judged me. They fucking love Transformers and I love Transformers. So I'm not mad about it.
And what you said to me too is like, it's so easy for you to explain to your girls that that's not real.
It's not real. It's a literally computer generated thing.
Yeah.
And when we went to Universal, and Hunty got to take a picture with the Transformer Megatron, the mean one. I showed her, you could see up the costume a little bit. They looked fantastically real, like crazy, but you could see where they were on stilts. And I showed her and she felt way better about it. So.
Before or after she went missing? Time out. She didn't go missing.
She did go missing. But we found her and it's fine.
You guys know that story.
Yeah, she was, oh God, it doesn't matter. Anyways, so here we are, week before the Super Bowl. It is now the Pro Bowl, which I know you had some questions about. Yeah. I don't really know the answers to it. Matthew's been to one. I mean, he threw for like over 5,000 yards and over 50 TDs one year and was the third alternate. So I don't really understand.
It doesn't necessarily track with statistics.
No, it's more of a popularity contest. And I will say one thing, and I might have missed my time on this, but you know, everyone, especially when social media came around, Matthew's not big on social media, as we all know. Me as well, you know, when you get this Pro Bowl voting and you kind of send it out to all the fans in a way, like all these guys do and their girls, with the link involved and right where you can click. I just felt like that should be earned, not like
campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like the Oscar race where, you know, people are just going
in
back doors and like it's a little,
I don't like it.
It's a little skeezy.
It didn't feel right. It really did not. So I've never done that. Probably should have. And also might have missed my time on that. But it is, you know, it's like they compete in games. It used to be a full game. Actually, the one year that Matthew did go to the Pro Bowl, he won MVP of the Pro Bowl. Oh. But like when players are there, they don't really want to be there.
It's giving.
They'd rather be in the fucking Super Bowl. They don't want to fucking be there.
You know how I think of the Pro Bowl? I think of the Pro Bowl in the same way that I think of.
You're about to do some Harry Potter reference.
Powder Puff.
Powder Puff football.
Yeah.
The girls. Yeah. Flag football.
Yeah. It's like fake football. It's like.
It is. It
like,
was. When they played a game.
No.
When they used to play a game, it was. Because no one wants to get hurt.
Yeah.
Now the winning team got like money, I think. I know MVP got a car. Matthew got a truck of some sort. I don't even remember. Oh. But anyways, like none of the guys actually want to be there. Because they'd rather be playing in the Super Bowl.
Resting if they're in the Super Bowl.
Or they're old and they're like, fuck this, I'm not going. You know what I mean? Like it is something that has, I don't know, never really intrigued Matthew. But maybe that's because he never got voted in.
Maybe.
Which is horrible. People. Come on. No, I know. But I guess if he does play again, maybe I'll just shoot out the
we'll just blast
vote for him.
That's another reason to keep your Instagram around. Sometimes we feel like deleting it is just for Pro Bowl.
Just the one thing I post. Vote for Pro Bowl. Makes it so much worse than it already feels. So yeah, that's happening this weekend. I don't even know where it is.
That's a good question.
It used to just be in Hawaii, which people loved because it was like fun. Hawaii.
They should just have it in Cancun. Everyone's already there.
Everyone's there, including us starting tomorrow.
Camping. I have to Google way too many things to figure out where the Pro Bowl.
Wait, legit? Did you type in NFL Pro Bowl? Mm-hmm. I don't even know if there is another Pro Bowl. It's called like All-Star.
Oh, Orlando.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, gosh. And so all those players that have kids are going to have to go to Disneyland or Disney World.
1,000%. Hats off to you guys. I've already done that this year, so good luck. All right, guys, when it comes to grocery shopping and meal planning, I have a ton of problems. 1, the grocery store takes me too long. 2, I can never find what I need in a grocery store. 3, I don't really know what I'm cooking or what the plan is. I'm just like, ooh, this sounds good. So there's no real plan, but that has all changed thanks to Hungry Root. It is the easiest way to eat healthy. Hungry Root is like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist all wrapped into one. They take care of the weekly grocery shopping, recommending healthy groceries and meals tailored to your taste, nutrition preferences, and health goals. All of Hungry Roots recipes, this is what I love, can be made in just 15 minutes or less. With over 15,000 recipes shipped each week, there's something for every taste and nutritional preference. So if you are like me and you just go to the store and you go, I don't know what I'm doing, try Hungry Root. You're going to love it as much as I do. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/morningafter and use the code morningafter. That's hungryroot.com/morningafter, code morningafter to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/morningafter, code morningafter.
I have a question for you.
Okay, let me answer. Let me try.
Yeah, I want to talk about the MVP race.
Okay.
I just learned a couple weeks ago that there are a couple different MVP races going on, including MVP of the Pro Bowl, but also the Super Bowl.
It's the best one, you know.
the highest honors.
The highest honor right there.
And then there's MVP of the Super Bowl and then MVP
Of the season.
So does it not include playoffs? Like, are you not allowed to factor in the playoffs in that
No, I
decision?
think it all gets factored in.
Okay.
I think it's just the feeling that is it the AP writers? They have the votes. Between Josh and Lamar,
That's who we're down to in
that's
this MVP race.
supposedly who, yes. Okay. So there you go. Which breaks my heart. Now, if you look, because you brought this up earlier, what did you say?
What I said earlier is, obviously that's a tight race between the two of them. But from what I understand, line for line, Lamar Jackson is better on paper than Josh Allen. He has better stats.
Okay.
And that's why I was leaning towards him a little bit, because I heard that and I was like, well, that sounds objective to me. However, you brought up an interesting point.
Let me make it subjective for you.
Legit.
Let me turn listen, we've learned football is not objective. So let me turn it subjective for you.
Gotcha.
Just because someone is better on paper does not mean they are most valuable to their team. You could state that, with stats and all that, there's plenty of quarterbacks and plenty of running backs or whoever you want to say that have great stats. Now, it should be, which I think neither of the guys that are left are the ones that I would have chosen, because it should be based on if you were to replace that player with somebody else, their team would take a massive dip. I'm not slighting Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson.
They're
I think their
incredible.
teams would both take massive dips without them. They are in this race for a reason. They are that good. Okay, so if you tried to replace them with anyone, yes, the team is going to take a dive.
Yeah.
But I think Saquon Barkley, in my mind, should be the MVP.
Because if you take him out of the Eagles
framework, they are. I'm sorry,
not the same team at all.
They're not. A team that has a running back like that with massive runs after massive
60 yards today.
Yes. The only, teams run the ball to open the pass game. You have a runner like that, not only are you going to make the pass game wide open because they're playing the run every time to stop him from gaining 60 yards, but you're going to have the plays where he breaks loose for 60 yards. And even if he gets 4 yards, 3 yards, that's a first down. So it's just like he himself, and you could argue to say the Eagles O-line. There's...
Yeah.
I understand this is a quarterback heavy award.
This conversation is usually involving a quarterback.
The award is usually to a quarterback. I would love to see the last time it wasn't awarded to a quarterback. Actually,
I can look that up.
Yeah, look that up. I think that Saquon Barkley should get that, and I know he's not in the race anymore. And I do think that Lamar Jackson will get it. Honestly, because of what you just stated, because him and Josh are both very valuable to their team. I would say equally valuable. So yeah, maybe it does come down to stats in the end when they're both like that. When was the last time?
2012, Minnesota Vikings running back Adrian Peterson.
Oh yes, Do you remember, was it an Under Armour commercial where he took off his, Matthew played against him. God bless, we're old. When he took, oh gosh, we played with him. He was on our team.
Oh, really?
It was either I think it was an Under Armour commercial. You guys will know what I'm talking, or maybe it's Gatorade. And he takes off his jersey and he's got like snake skin and he's got a fucking 12-pack. Guy is jacked. And I remember seeing that going, yeah, I'd want him to be the running back on my team. He just seems like he would run people over.
He was, because he was on the Lions.
Thank you. When was he on the Lions?
Oh, I didn't look up the years. One sec.
It was like at the end of his career, I believe. God, the Lions love to do that. We had Reggie Bush at the end of his career.
In 2020, the very end.
Yeah, see, the Lions love to do that. They love to
take someone to the very end.
Is that football foreplay? I don't know.
I don't know. Take someone up the end?
No.
Up their end?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
Knock it
I'm
off.
going to stop.
Yeah, anyways. So, great commercial. But yeah, 2012. So, it's time.
Yeah,
It's time to have someone else win it.
Listen, if it's not, well, it's looking like it's not this year, then maybe it'll be in the conversation next year. We'll see what kind of season he has.
He's very good. He's so
very
wiggly.
good. And he's got some years left in him, too. Like, this is not...
Is he young? I don't know.
He's not like super young, if I'm remembering
He
correctly.
doesn't play like he's old.
No.
I know that much.
No. Although that position probably doesn't age super well,
when he
right?
gets the ball, he's so shifty, but his go-ahead speed is crazy. Mm-hmm. Usually they're either quick or fast. It's hard to find a running back that's both.
He's 27. He's about to be 28.
Yeah,
His birthday's
he's good.
2 days after Matthews.
He's good. Do you guys know what shifty versus go-ahead speed is?
No clue, but you look real good right now.
If you're shifty, you're more quick, right? So like your change of direction is fast. That's quick. Like you can change.
You should really watch
Go from
this
this
one.
side to this side. I know, and I'm super tan, so I look right. And then if you're, I don't even know how dark I look right now.
You're literally like at the beginning of this episode, I would have picked up a different crayon to draw you than right now. Let's just put it that way.
I really need a shower. Okay, anyway, so that's quick, is like change of direction. Go ahead speed or fast per se is like when you're running straight. That's like the 40-yard dash. Okay?
Right. Well, that's what Sean McVay's doing on the sidelines.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a really fast one. I forget what it is, though.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that. I would think Sean's quick rather than fast, but I don't know. I don't know. I know Chad, my brother, was quick, and I was quick.
Yeah.
Our go-ahead, we're not slow, like going straight, but we're not as fast as these people. So
You're reflexive.
Yes, our fast twitch muscles. Ding, 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 ding. So Saquon, I feel like he's fat or quick and fast.
Yeah. Oh, no. He's just like, he probably, I don't know if he was, but he could have been a track star
He
and a football star.
He could have probably played any sport, let's be honest, but
That's true.
he picked the right one. But yeah, that's where my MVP vote goes. So when I become an AP writer, I don't even know how you become that. You got to write. Do you have to be a journalist?
You probably need to know words.
That's okay. Well, that's never going to happen. But if you're listening, any of you AP writers, I don't even think they can vote. Well, they can vote for Saquon.
okay.
I think you can vote for whoever you want.
I don't know.
But it's just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Neither do I. We're acting like we do. Oh, guys, I tell you what, Matthew and I were so happy to get home to our bed. We laugh about it sometimes on this podcast because we always talk about sleep number, but it does make a massive difference for us. The fact that they're the best for couples because you can individualize each side. I mean, just because you're sleeping with the person you love doesn't mean you need to just sleep how they sleep and not sleep yourself because of that. The NFL have been partnering with them since 2018 because they bring quality sleep to these elite athletes, and 80% of NFL players actually have a Sleep Number smart bed, so you know it's good. These guys are getting, the sport is rough, okay? So they need a good night's sleep, and they know they're going to get that on a Sleep Number bed, and almost 100% of LA Rams players have Sleep Number smart beds. So why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? So you can choose your ideal comfort on either side, and now you can save 40% on the new special edition smart bed. This ends Monday. Shop a Sleep Number store near you. See store or sleepnumber.com for details. Anyways,
But
so
theoretically, our vote is in for Saquon Barkley to be MVP because you just can't pull him out of the Eagles.
No.
I wonder if Eagles would have even made it into playoffs without Saquon Barkley. And that's not a slight on everyone else. It's such a good team.
Such a good team.
But there were a lot of, people who inched into the playoffs with when they got hot, kind of like our team. So
Yep.
I'm just saying, maybe not.
Yeah, you said it, not me. So, okay. So with that being said, we've got all this serious stuff out of the way. Let's do some football foreplay and then predictions.
Okay, I love that. I said this last week, and I was proved yet again that Tom Brady is probably the one who is absolutely contributing to this effort the most.
He's number one.
He's number one. And you know what? I didn't know how to feel when I found out that Tom Brady was going to be a commentator. I was like, really? Like, is he like the funniest? Like, I wasn't sold, right?
Okay.
Lo and behold, he has got it.
Has he stolen your heart?
He has stolen my heart. I actually love him so much more than I ever have. Okay, this is great. This is great.
Fuck the football Tom Brady. You like the announcer Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Not many people say that.
Well, because I like underdogs. Tom Brady was never an underdog.
Oh my God, he is an underdog at announcing. Look at you.
He's an underdog in announcing. He was an underdog his first year in the league, right? Like, wasn't he a backup or something like that?
I don't know. I can't
remember. His story is interesting, but...
Consistency. Good job.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Consistency. Okay, listen to this. Oh, I can't even say that.
I'm so nervous.
I would consider it tight. 1 fingertip, 2 fingertips, 3 fingertips in there.
Oh my God. What is he even talking about?
I don't know.
What is he talking about?
This is why the sound needs to be louder at the bar.
1 fingertip to what? Wait, what was the ending of that?
3 fingertips in there.
Tom, you better knock it off right now. What?
That was
3 fingertips in there.
That was definitely not the only one. Okay.
Was that measuring like the yardage or something?
I don't know the context. I wish you guys could write in more in this, and please send us an email if it requires more explanation. We do open that email sometime. That's on the page, but that's all I know about that, and maybe I don't need to know more.
You're right.
Perhaps we don't.
Perhaps we don't want to know more.
But here's another great one from
That's
TB.
a tight hole.
That's a tight. Oh God. Okay.
I mean,
this is one that I think we got at least 50 people writing in.
Oh. Who is this? Do we know?
Oh, it's Tom Brady.
Again? Tom.
Again. It's going to be a ground and pound out there today.
Oh no, Tom.
You know why I love him is because he's a dad, and you just know, like, it's giving when your dad says something and you're like, ooh.
I would hope those kids aren't old enough to have that mind yet. How old are they?
You know what? I hope they don't listen to this show. Hey, but if you do, can I meet? But if you do, is your dad single?
Oh gosh. No,
No,
if you do, tell your dad we would love to have him as a guest on the TimeOut podcast so we can go over all of his football foreplays with him.
Oh my goodness. He probably would love it. I actually think that if we got in front of Tom and we were like, do you know that you do this? I don't know if I was like real cute about it, if I was like smiley and I was like,
Kiara's throwing everything at him right now. Holy hell. She gets home from the bar and this is the Kiara we get, and I am all for it. In a way.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, I don't even know. Tom Brady is not my type. Like, if you lined up all the guys I've ever dated, he doesn't look like any of them. So this element of his is really doing it for me for some reason.
He also is too old for you.
Is he?
Isn't he 50?
I don't think he's that old.
Oh, is he not that old?
No.
Oh, shit. Well, he looks great.
He does.
Not many wrinkles, so.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe he did preventative like me.
God, I wish I did more preventative.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day. He's 47. That's a little old. That's 20 years. That's 20 years older than me. So maybe too old.
It's a little old. And I was closer to the
You were.
50 range. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're
he
right.
played until he was 45, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Yeah. Oh my gosh. If Matthew played till he was 45, I would lose my shit.
You would just not exist anymore. Like, you would like have withered away into the abyss, like, with all that anxiety.
All right, last thing, and then we're gonna get to predictions. I think I said this, but when I was pacing the hallways at the Eagles Stadium and not watching, the people who were working there were so kind. They're like, "Are you doing okay?" And I was like, "Oh, just can't watch." And they were like, they looked at me and they go, "I don't know how you do it." I go, "Honestly, I think I've lost years off my life.
Yeah.
So if he played until he was 45, I think I'd only live until 55. Like, I just don't think I think that the years have just been shed and have come and wrinkled for him.
I mean, there is nothing worse than stress on the body. I mean, this is something we know now.
I know. I mean, I feel like I might have a heart attack. If he played until he was 45 and I was 44, I'd probably have a heart attack.
Or you just have to like stop giving a shit.
Yeah.
Which you have started to like
I've tried.
chill out a lot.
Well, at this point.
Yeah, what? Like what?
I know.
I mean, both of you. I've always commended, and everyone knows this, commended you both on remembering like what really matters in life, which is family and being healthy. And
Yeah. But I will say it's easier to say that when he's played as long as he has, too, in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's because you get it more. Like, as much as football sucks sometimes, or where we think our whole life revolves around it, well, our life keeps going, even when the season ends. And even when, and if it's all over, like, our life is going to continue moving forward. Yeah. And so, in this podcast, again, we're going to do another one. So, we'll be here after the Super Bowl. That'll be our last one, right?
Yeah, our last episode will be after the Super Bowl. And the quality of this educational content will continue to deteriorate over the next couple weeks because this is just silly times for us at this point.
This is fun right now.
And you're going to be coming from us right after Cabo next week. So
feeling real good and looking naturally tan.
Yeah.
Just like tonight.
Yeah, maybe a little combination of both. Okay, predictions.
Here we go. You want to do yours first?
Oh, God, I hate to say it. I think the Chiefs are going to win.
Okay.
But that's not what I want, but I feel like that's my prediction.
All right. I'm going to go 42-35. Yeah, I'll give it a 7-point game. I don't really like to do 7 points, but I don't know who Vegas has. Probably the Chiefs. I'm going to choose the Eagles just because I want it to be the Eagles.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? You never know. Super Bowl it's crazy.
I mean,
Lots of pressure.
Eagles fans deserve it. 2 years ago when they lost in the Super Bowl, that was really heartbreaking. And
Jalen Hurts has won one or no?
I don't think he's won any.
Was it Nick Foles when they won? Oh, who
I
knows?
don't
That's
know.
another look up. Y'all look that up. We're too tired. It's late. I go to Cabo tomorrow. Until then, we will see you on the morning after, which I will be recording from Cabo. And after that, our last timeout.
Oh yeah, are we gonna skip the Pro Bowl week?
Oh fuck! No, we have 2 timeouts.
Or the Pro Bowl sucks that much.
Shit, I forgot.
I don't know what we're gonna talk about.
We're not going to talk about the Pro Bowl. Maybe we talk about the draft.
Why?
Considering that's the next step after this.
Yeah, we'll talk about what happens after.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I love that.
Okay.
And
all right.
write in if you have any other ideas besides that.
True.
Yeah.
We'll learn too. Oh, we forgot to talk about the one thing. Next week we'll talk about the one thing that Matthew taught me today. Mind blowing, almost as mind blowing as the referee. All right. With that said, we will see you guys in a few days.
Time in
and Ryuta.